Hey Tom, are you out here? I thought he was out here in the trailer. We're just...
Here I am. You called? I just got some dust in my eye from the trailer.
We're gonna let you know what it is that we're up to.
Are you nervous yet?
I'm super nervous. So we are packing up because this Friday we are gonna start
moving out.
We're
headed to Texas.
We are going to start going to some friend's house to help declutter.
Yep.
And
some of you guys.
This is something we've never done before.
Nope.
Ever. So I don't necessarily feel qualified. I feel like I'm passionate about decluttering, but I have never helped other people that I haven't met before declutter.
Are you sure?
Well, it's different, right? Like I'm so glad to be able to help you and to let you invite me into your house. I am seriously humbled on a daily basis that people that are older than me, that have so many other life experiences, that you can watch my videos and receive from me, and that you find the stuff that I find helpful. And I'm so grateful for that. But I feel much safer in my house
behind a lens
over here than now packing up stuff, going to people's homes. Anyway, so we're just like, we just got to do it because otherwise we'll just keep pushing it off. So if we're gonna go to people's houses though, I want to feel prepared. Like I want to get there. We're calling it 1 hour better. So we're gonna attack up space for an hour and see how much we're gonna get done. So I want to make the most of that time. I want to make sure we have everything that we need to be super successful. So I'm trying to get everything together, and I want to show you what it is that I feel is essential for decluttering, what we're gonna bring with. But I kind of want Tom's help a little bit too.
Yeah, I have no idea what we're doing, but sure.
So
I'm not nervous at all though.
I know, because Tom just shows up and Tom's Tom, right? So what I would like your help with, Tom, is figuring out how we're gonna organize the organizing stuff that we're bringing with.
I can organize the organizing stuff?
Well, we need a way to like keep it in place. So what's funny is this trailer, we bought quite a few years ago, and
like 6 years ago.
When we were selling real estate to help people move.
Yep.
And we have used it a ton. There has been so many homes moved. Yep. And just this morning, where did you have to go?
I had to go to a friend's house and help him finish moving to get the trailer back.
Yeah. It was just like a treadmill and a piano, right?
Yeah.
Just kidding, it wasn't a piano.
No, it was a treadmill.
Tom refuses to move pianos anymore. I volunteered him too many times.
After that treadmill this morning though, I think treadmills are on that same list. Yep.
So in order to get it back, he had to finish help moving. It's just funny that like that's what we had bought it for, and now we're using it for something completely different. Yep. So our hope when we go to people's houses, I want to have all the stuff we need with us, and then our hope is to remove the donations too, that we'll just take that with us. No pianos or treadmills, but we'll be able to take that with us too, because I want these homeowners, when we leave, I want it to feel different. I want them to be like, I'm really glad they came and our space feels different.
Not like, oh great, we pulled everything out.
Yeah, and then we're like,
and then they left.
Bye, have fun. Like that would be the worst, right?
That would be the worst.
Yeah, so that's my hope, is that it like really feels better. So today I want Tom to help figure out how we're gonna contain this stuff. I wanna show you what it is that we're bringing with. And then if you do live in Minnesota, in the Twin Cities area, we'll recap how you could get involved as well. So let's talk through kind of what I think we need for organization, so you can get your wheels turning on that, and then I'll show the stuff that we're gonna use.
Sounds good.
The good news is the trailer came back empty. That's not always the case.
No, it has come back on
with treasure.
With stuff in it before.
So if I angle down, here's the stuff that we're gonna bring. I have some more boxes I need to gather, but this is kind of it for stuff. So my hope is that we can find a way to contain it in the front so that the back is totally free for donations, and then we go to drop off donations, it's very clear, like take that stuff, don't take that stuff.
That is actually one thing that this trailer has always struggled with, is ways to secure things.
Yeah.
There's hold downs in the floor, that is it.
Okay. I don't know, or even if there was just a way to build something that would we can just set it like in front of or something so it doesn't slide around.
Well, what I have always wanted to do to this trailer is get that tracking that goes on the walls that you can
yeah.
clip ratchet straps into, like on a semi-trailer, inside a semi-trailer. Most people don't know.
Oh, so then if we had like other stuff in here we wanted to secure, we wouldn't have to worry about
Or
it
like
moving around.
we've moved a lot of doors and windows in this trailer, and it's always been a pain to like strap them to a wall. Well, that would be perfect. You would run a strap around it and you'd ratchet it to the wall. They sell that stuff at our favorite home improvement store.
So they do sell that there?
I believe so.
I think that would sound really ideal, because I do think, even like you said, just removing stuff in the future.
It's been on my desired list for like 6 years. I just have
I
never
could
bought
make
it.
a wish of yours.
You could make my
come
heart
true.
happy.
If I can make Tom's heart happy in the process, because I do appreciate your help with all this, and I love that you're going to the houses with us, then I think...
Voluntarily, with a smile.
How much of an investment are we talking?
I have no idea. I have no idea,
Okay.
because I've never looked at buying them, because I always thought,
Okay. I would be okay with you pricing that out and seeing if that would be a good solution, because
Yeah.
I think that would sound really helpful.
Yeah.
So why don't you look into that, figure out what that's going to cost if it's in stock at our store here.
Good call.
And then I will talk through a little bit the stuff that we're going to bring with.
All right, I'm just going to sit right there.
Okay, just go on your phone. It's actually really hot in here. Okay, so I want to show you the stuff that we're bringing with. And I do think what I've learned over the years is anytime we go to declutter, if we have the proper tools with us, and the basic things that I'll talk about first, you don't have to spend a lot of money on. If we have those with us, we get a ton more decluttering done. So I think it's worth it to gather up this stuff and have it with you anytime you go to declutter. So I'm gonna show the basic stuff, and then I'm gonna show some of the fancier stuff that I've found over the last couple years that I really like a lot. So basic, bare bones, if you are gonna declutter, you have to have black trash bags. This is a non-negotiable. It doesn't even matter. I used to think it was just to hide stuff from the kids if I was throwing away, but it's not. It's even for me, not second guessing stuff that I throw away. We wanna make that decision once, move on. So black trash bags are huge. Then you always need a donation box with you. So we've been saving up some boxes to have those with us anytime you're decluttering. It has to be as easy to donate it as to keep it. So if you don't have a donation box, if you're like, oh, I'm just gonna run it out to the car, it's easier to put it back on the shelf than to do that. So your donation box needs to be right there with you at all times. Plus, moving forward, even once your home's decluttered, you're still gonna wanna always have a donation box in your house. So find a spot for it now. Where is your donation box gonna live in your house? And then you can always just put it back there whenever you're done decluttering. So that is a non-negotiable as well. Those are really the bare bones basics. I would also add into that a quarantine bin. So I have a few extra quarantine, well, I'll use them as quarantine bins, but just Rubbermaid totes. You can use cardboard boxes for a quarantine bin or a Rubbermaid tote. If it's stuff that's nicer or I don't want anything to happen to, I'll use like a Rubbermaid tote. If it's stuff that I'm fairly certain I'm just gonna end up donating, then I like to use a cardboard box so we can just donate it and not even have to look into it again. So I have some extra Rubbermaid totes that we can use as quarantine bins if we would need to. And then lastly, on kind of like these main supplies, is a memory bin. So I have some extra clear Rubbermaid containers if anyone doesn't have a memory bin where we go. Even for people that don't think they're sentimental, you still will come across stuff that you don't know what to do with, and a memory bin is the perfect spot to stick it. Or for people that are super sentimental or just have a lot of stuff, you might think, well, there's no way that's big enough. But I want to challenge you to try, because I think what you're going to find is the memory bin is the tool that really helps us decide if something is container worthy or if it's worth keeping. When I go to hold something up and I'm thinking about using up some of the precious real estate in this bin, it really needs to be worth it. So it truly works for everyone. I think it's one of the most underestimated tools of all of these. And if you do not have a memory bin, please, 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 please get a memory bin. Okay, so those are like the basics. Some other fun things that I've found lately, we've been using a lot of chalkboard labels. I just got these ones. I'll link to these, of course. These are even bigger ones that I think will work well, like on the Rubbermaid tote. And then I got some chalk markers. They're in different sizes. I think what I like about the chalkboard labels is that it's not permanent. So for someone like myself who has never seen myself as an organized person or someone who organizes well, I've always been hesitant to assign homes to things because I think it's not gonna last, it's not gonna work, I'm gonna wanna change it. So I really like the chalkboard labels that you can change it. It gives us some flexibility with where we're assigning homes to. So I have them in a bunch of different sizes. I still have those round tag style too. These ones are stickers. So I wanna have a variety of options for whatever we need to label. And then the chalkboard pencils. Of course, I have like a magic marker and packing tape. So those will go to. These are another favorite, recent favorite of mine. So these are the canvas storage bags. I have been using these now for about a year, and I put my off-season clothes in it, and then I just stick it in the top of my closet. It works so well. And I really like that when you're kind of in between seasons, like just the other day, I pulled it down, I grabbed a long sleeve shirt out of it, and then put it back up. And there's just something about it. I don't know what it is, but I've talked to so many people who love these canvas bags now. My mom loves them, my sister loves them, other people in our decluttering group love them. They're very easy to manage. They're just the right size. Like a Rubbermaid tote can get to be kind of big, but these, you can put clothes in them to quarantine or to store. You can put linens in them, quilts in them. And then they also have a size that can go under the bed. So I don't always love under the bed storage, but if we have to, they're really easy to slide in and out from underneath the bed. So I really like that too. So I'm gonna bring some of those with because I just think they're fantastic. Another thing that you have seen all over my house lately, and we pulled up to Target to do the pickup, Tom's like, you're seriously buying more of those bins? He's looking at me right now like, the bins. This size bin from Target, this is the handiest size bin. If I had to pick one, and that's all I'm doing is I just picked my favorite size. I think this is so handy for closets, for laundry rooms, for kids' toys. And they actually fit in the larger cube shelves too. So if you've had the canvas bins, you're kind of over them, these work in there too. But I just think it's such a great size. And so, I mean, our main goal when we go to these homes is to declutter, but if we can pop in some organization too, it'll make my heart happy, and I think everyone will be better off for it. So I'm gonna bring some of those with too. So Tom's out here making a game plan for how we're gonna place these things. So what are they?
E-track horizontal rails. We may be putting them vertically. What's nice is once they're up against the wall, they don't take up any space. Right. You can use the whole trailer like normal. Yeah. But it gives you something to hook to and to bind to, because this has loops in the floor for like holding down an ATV or motorcycles, but we've never used it for that. So you can buy these, which these are the cheapest you could get. These are $6 a piece. Okay. So then they just clip in to the wall rail, okay. And then they don't go anywhere. You can put them wherever.
And even if we put them horizontal, it'll still be secure.
It'll still work, yeah, because this locks it in place. Cool. So I got some of these and a bunch of rails. Right. So I think what we're gonna do, because of where the metal framing is of this trailer, yeah, because we want to screw this into metal, is we're gonna put one down low on the back on both sides, and then we'll put one way up top on yeah, and then up front we'll do two horizontal, so one in each front corner.
Two vertical.
Vertical, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So then we should be able to strap anything we want anywhere we want.
And most importantly, all my totes and stuff won't go anywhere, right?
Yes, I'm always worried about your totes.
I know you are. Cool. All right. Well, that sounds really good.
So I'm gonna screw these in.
Yep.
There's a level in the garage. Would you want to grab that?
I'm on it.
All right. We are using self-tapping screws. Bigger self-tappers. So. Cool.
All right, Tom, so I'm gonna slide this stuff forward and we can test this out.
Sure.
See if it works.
Oh, I know it's gonna work. These are gonna be the most secure plastic and cardboard I've ever seen.
Okay, I'll let you configure it how you think is best.
Looks good to me. Is this so I can drive like a maniac? Is that why we're doing this?
No.
Oh, I mean like normal?
Okay, don't bend them.
Oh, I know. Or
Don't squish them.
that's good enough. They're not going anywhere.
I'm glad we spent $150 to be able to do that. No, it's good. That looks really good.
I have a secret.
What's that?
It was a lot more than 150.
I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Is your heart happy?
It is very happy. I do feel better now. I feel like we're prepared and we've got the things we need and it's gonna go well. You weren't nervous in the first place.
Nope, I thought we were good the way it was.
I'll be nervous when we get there and then we'll get to know the people and then I'll feel better, I think. And Tom got all of the rail things in place. Do you feel like it's gonna work pretty well?
E-tracks.
E-tracks?
Yeah, it'll be fine. I still would have preferred to do them vertically.
All of them?
All of them. But I didn't think there was good enough bracing in the walls of this trailer, so
yeah.
It is what it is. I think it'll work well.
Still better than how it was before?
Way better than how it's ever been, yes.
And I don't want to know what the final cost actually was of it, but we can, where you ended up getting a Northern Hydraulic?
Northern Tool.
Northern Tool, sorry. We used to call it Northern Hydraulic.
I think
Tool.
Is it maybe Northern Tool and Hydraulic?
That
I
could
don't
be.
know. Anyway,
Anyways.
Northern. We call it Northern.
Yeah, so we can put a link if you, I don't know, probably no one needs any of this stuff, but it looks very nice now.
Yeah.
So if you are in the Twin Cities metro area and have any interest in us coming to your house with our nicely organized stuff, but to help you declutter, we'll put a link to the sign-up sheet down below. We're keeping kind of a small radius right now of where we're traveling, but hope to be able to expand it in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And our hope really is that not only are we going to help the people whose house we're going to, but I really hope that it's helpful for you too. Like, I mean, that's part of our main goal of this, is that you'll get to see other people's stuff, get to see how we deal with it and declutter it and organize it a little bit. So I did ask everyone that we're going to their house, I asked them to also take the clutter bug test so that we would know what their organizing style is. I think as we go through a space and think about what we keep and don't, I think it's really helpful to know and then to give them some ideas of how to organize their space too. I think that'll be helpful to know. The other thing, I just totally random thought that I just thought of as we were out here, we had made those little like plant stands out of the 5-gallon buckets. Our first ones did not turn out so well, but I was just looking at them again when I was walking by. They've held up really well.
I almost knocked one over the other day.
Well, I don't know if they would hold up to that.
I think it would have cracked. I caught it.
Okay. So we haven't like tipped any over.
With a pot on it, too.
No, but they held the pots. I was a little worried too because the first couple times that I watered the flowers when they were on it and the water would come through the pot onto them, it discolored them. And I was like, oh no, they're gonna look really bad.
The concrete or the wood?
The concrete, yeah, the wood was fine. But now, after many times and getting rained on and all that, there's like no discoloration and they look even and they look good. So if you're looking for a quick, inexpensive project, we could link to that video too.
Or a good fail.
Well,
if you do it wrong.
Let the concrete cure for like multiple days, I think, and then you'll be totally fine. Isn't that what we learned?
I think it was 5,000 PSI concrete. That was it.
And use higher quality concrete. Yeah. Don't use like the cheapest stuff.
Don't use the $2 bag. You had to use like the $6 bag.
That's what it is. So those were our two main tips.
Yeah.
And then they turn out great. And I think that would be like a fun gift to give to somebody too if you were, I don't know. That's just my idea. So.
Brought you a bucket of concrete.
So we'll link to that down below too, but otherwise next week we'll show our first video of decluttering someone else's house. Hopefully it'll go really well. I know it'll go well. It's gonna be really good. So we'll look forward to getting to share that with you next week. And if you're in the area and you want to sign up down below, we'll leave that link below there as well.
Basically, you're signing up to get a house cleaning. So I mean, if you've always wanted a house cleaner and you never,
well, not cleaning.
Like, I mean,
decluttering.
Oh, actually, we're making a bigger mess.
Yeah, we could make a bigger
Forget
mess.
what I said.
So we'll leave that link down below. But we hope that you have a great weekend. We love you, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.